welcome to the Paper Snob. This is Tara. Today I'm working on Scraplift Crafternoon. And we've got a couple of announcements to go with. So first, let me introduce who we are scraplifting this week. We are scraplifting Scrap Rana. She is a relatively new YouTuber on YouTube, and I asked her if we could scraplift her this week. That's announcement number one. Announcement number two is we also asked her to join our Scraplift Crafternoon team. She will join us starting next week on the 21st, and she will scraplift the layout that we have chosen for that week. And because she is a member of our Scraplift Crafternoon tribe, we also choose a layout of hers to scraplift during her birthday month. And she had a birthday this past week, and so we're kind of covering her birthday month so she doesn't feel left out. And we're super excited to be adding her to our team, and I hope that she enjoys playing along with us. We are a great group of people. We love to talk to one another, and we love scraplifting other creators in our community. So welcome, Rana, and happy birthday to you. I hope that you had a wonderful birthday, and I'm looking forward to seeing what you create with our group. So I'm going to pop her layout up here in the corner. Isn't that a beautiful layout? It uses that Simple Stories collection that keeps selling out really fast. I have a little bit of it, but thank you, Peachy Cheap. But it does sell out super fast, and I'm not going to be using that. I'm using one of my counterfeit kits and then some miscellaneous stuff here. I fussy cut papers just for the heck of it sometimes, and these are butterflies that I fussy cut from an Amy Tangerine paper. I believe it was Brave and Bold was the collection. You can ignore the hearts and the rainbows, but I keep fussy cuts things in these little vanity trays that you can get at Target. I learned that trick from Janet Madison over at RTS Scrapbooking, and I have, I don't know, a stack of like 5 of these that I put various bits and pieces in, and I keep them on a cart close to my desk. So these weren't actually in a counterfeit kit, but the rest of this product was in some of my counterfeit kits, and I am hoping that I can make this work for this layout. These are some photos of me. There are 3 of them. Here we go. These were taken on Valentine's Day in 2017, and my husband brought me some roses and we went out for dinner. Roses are, specifically red roses, are my absolute favorite. They are what I carried when we got married in 1992 in my wedding bouquet, so that's pretty awesome. I do have a pile of scraps here for layering and a bunch of fussy cut flowers. These are from a Maggie Holmes paper that I had in one of my kits. Some labels that I had in one of my kits. I'm not sure about using the wood veneer pieces, but I do have some wood veneer, some other butterflies that I think I'm just going to set these aside. I'm really struggling with using these. I need to sit down and play with one of those and actually color it and see if I like the result. I'm not loving that black and white look. Some stickers. These are from my May kit. These are from my May kit as well. Piece of white cardstock that I'm probably not going to use. This is the background paper that I chose, and then this piece here as an additional piece of paper. She has a paper that is roughly, I don't know, about 6 by 8 inches, and she's got it like over here. Anyway, you can see on her layout, and I'm gonna go ahead and pause and get started, and I will be right back. So off camera, I went ahead and trimmed down the map paper to, I believe I did 6 by 9. I trimmed down my photos just a little bit. 2 of them I managed to get to 3 by 4. The other one of me did not work at 3 by 4, so I trimmed it down close enough. I think it's like 3 by 4 3/4 or 4 1/2, something like that. And good enough, it worked. And I'm going to place the photos here. I also matted those photos on those pieces of scraps that you saw. I had to dig out another scrap for, she had a striped or a multicolored border as an anchor to hold her photos and embellishments. I didn't see that initially, so I just pulled another scrap out of my counterfeit kit, mixed box of kits. Guys, that is the box that I brought with me to scrapbook while we were in the process of moving. And I am really close to being done with unpacking my scrapbook room. I've got some hot spots that need to be taken care of, but in the meantime, I'm still digging out of this box because, you know, it does need to be used or put back in my stash. And I do not like to put things back into my stash. I would rather use it, and so that's why that box is there. There might be a couple of pieces of paper that'll end up back in my stash. Now, I mentioned that the floral bits are from a Maggie Holmes paper. They were in the same kit as my background, and I'm not sure which kit that was from 2023, November perhaps. It was in the fall. And I had gutted the paper, and so I just went ahead and fussy cut all of the roses out of it. Now, I'm going to title this layout Happiest Together. I realize that there is not a photo of my husband on this layout, but this layout is about Valentine's Day, and I am one of those lucky ladies who has a husband who really loves and spoils her. He makes me happy. I make him happy, I hope. No, I do. And he is amazing to me, so the journaling will reflect a little bit of that. And I know that's kind of sappy, but, you know, it is what it is. I am also scrapbooking photos that I had had in a little tiny bin on my desk in Kentucky that I really needed to get off of my desk. For a long time, I would pre-print all of the photos once a month. I stopped doing that because I got so far behind and I had stacks and stacks of photos in envelopes, and I got really bad about not labeling those, and so it was a huge guess at what month, year they were from. So I stopped doing that, and now I only print photos for a year, basically at a time, and mostly I'm printing them myself these days anyway. There was some twine on Rana's layout in 2 places. I added a second tag, and I don't think I got my twine in the same places that she did on her layout, but I did put the second piece of twine on my second tag. I added my little label for journaling, 3 butterflies. I'm going to pull out a couple of these puffy stickers from this Pink Fresh Studio Some Days collection. I think it says current mood, and then the other one's a heart, and it came from the flat sticker sheet. I also had Life is So Good, and that came from my October counterfeit kit. That was the Art Options Elena collection that I had put in that kit. There's my second twine bow. So I'm about to get it all finished. I'm pretty happy with the placement here. I added those wooden veneer leaves, and that's good. All right, I got this layout completely finished. Did go together pretty quickly, as if I do say so myself. I do really love how it turned out. I know that my clusters aren't exactly the same as Rana's. I managed to get all of the floral bits kind of wrapped around on both sides of my layout. You do have a visual triangle of butterflies and a visual triangle of tags label. I added a circle label here for the date, and other than that, I think you saw everything I put on here. I did use some foam adhesive. I allowed this piece of wood veneer to pop up this rose, and I probably should not mess with that because it hasn't dried yet and I just moved it. But other than that, everything is finished. I'm quite happy with it. I love that I am working through this box of counterfeit kit challenge blog kits. There's at least 3 in there, and probably some bits and pieces from others. And that is the box of product that I brought with me to scrapbook with while we were moving. And as I unpack, I'm still digging through it. I have access to almost all of my stash at this point. I still have a huge mess on my work table as I'm putting things away, but I'm just about settled in here. Grateful that there is no more echo sounds in my videos, and I am just really happy to feel like I'm at home now with all of my stash and all of my other things taken care of. I want to thank you for being here today. I really appreciate those of you who take the time to like, comment, and or subscribe to my channel. Without your help, I cannot grow this channel. So I am just really grateful and really appreciative of all of those things that you do for me. Please, please, please check out that playlist below. Check out all of our links down there. We post on Instagram typically and YouTube both. I know that Rana is going to be posting something on her channel today as well, and she'll probably mention that we added her to the team, so make sure that you check out her channel. She will not have a video on the playlist this week, but she will be linked below for you to go and look and see what she posts today. Thank you again for being here. Bye.